Hello everyone, this is Ramsha and my team members are Rashi and Ritika. Our group number is 28 and the title of our project is Identification and Monitoring of Rice Leaf Disease Detection. So the screen that is visible here is the backend part. So the first step is we have installed the TensorFlow. Then we have divided the data set into two parts, that is train and validation. And then we have categorized our data into three different types of diseases, that is bacterial leaf blight, blast, brown spot. Then we have created an empty list for each test and validation data. Then we have further divided the train data into two parts. We have performed this function with the validation data as well. Then we have performed the reshaping of train and test data. As you can see in the line 16 and 17. Then we have imported time and OS. Then we have imported JSON. We have printed the length of the classes for each diseases. Then we have imported the image data generator module to perform the rescaling, reshuffling, and fill mode to perform the fill mode, to perform the shear range of the images. Then we have extracted the features, and then it's on the processing part. Then we have created the epochs. We have generated the epochs. Like we have generated 30 epochs. That means our model has been trained 30 times starting from first. And as you can see on the screen that here, let me scroll down. Here on this 30 by 30 epoch, we are getting accuracy 94.6%. That means our model is 95% accurate and we are getting 11.6% loss. So after that, we have imported Plotlib and we have plotted the training and validation accuracy plot and training and validation loss plot. You can see it on the screen. Then we have imported the OpenCV file. Then we have performed the analysis for any random images. We have taken 5 random images from our data set and we have performed the analysis. This is the first image we have taken, and it is showing, it has predicted that it has a class of bacterial leaf blight with a confidence of 75.2%. Then another image is of again bacterial leaf blight with a confidence of 87.6%, and so on. And the last image is of blast, and it is showing the confidence 49.1%. Then we have further imported Keras module. Then we have performed the max pooling, which is located in CNN model building block diagram. This is all the metrics and all. We have removed the noisiness from our model, and then at the last we have plotted the ROC curve. Yes, you can see this on the screen. Then the last thing, we have created the output at the backend by providing the link. We can take any images from Google or anywhere you want, and then you can paste the link here, and you will run this command and you will get the results, and it is showing bacterial leaf blight with a confidence of 80.4%. Now my teammate Ritika will continue with the front end part.
Hello everyone. Now to generate the server port numbers, we'll run a program file on Anaconda prompt. Anaconda prompt is just like command prompt, but it makes sure that you are able to use Anaconda and Conda commands from the prompt without having to change the directories. When you open Anaconda prompt, you'll notice that it adds a bunch of locations to your path. Now we'll start writing the commands. Firstly, we type the command ts gpu to set the environment to run a program file. As the program is written in Python, it will adjust and set the environment accordingly. The next command is cd command, also called change directory. It is a command line shell command used to change the current working directory in various operating systems. It can be used in shell scripts and batch files. We are currently in master directory, that is Ramsha. As our project is saved in OneDrive, we'll use cd command again and again unless we reach our file location. Once we reach our final file location, we use the command python filename.py to run our file. Here our file name is app.py. Py is the extension. Now the program will take a few moments to run. So as you can see now, the program is running. And the server port number on which it is running is represented on the last line. Now we'll copy this link to our HTML page and we'll get our HTML page. From now, Rashi will continue.
Okay, hello everyone. So after we run a file on Anaconda prompt, we get a server port number. When we type and browse the port number on any browser, then a web page appears on the screen. So this is how our web page looks like, and this is what will be visible to the user. To create this web page, we have used HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JSON. The hypertext markup language is a set of markup symbols or codes that are added into a file for internet display. The markup instructs the web browsers on how to display the content and graphics on a web page. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. The layout of the web page is formatted using Cascading Style Sheet. They can be used to define text styles, table sizes, and the other characteristics of the web page that were previously solely defined in the HTML of the page. Bootstrap is a front-end programming framework for building websites and online apps. The Bootstrap framework uses HTML, CSS, JavaScript to make responsive mobile-first websites and apps easier. JSON. The JavaScript object notation format is a simple data exchange format. JSON is a language-independent text format that incorporates standard common to programmers. The JSON most common use is to send data from a server to the web page. JSON format is used by the web services and APIs to give public data. Let us now look at the functioning of the project. As we click on Browse, we'll get a window to select the image that will be used to detect the disease. Now we'll click on the Predict button. It will take few moments. So as you can see, the disease is detected as brown spot and its cure is also displayed. Now we will do for another disease. As you can see, it has detected the correct disease and its cure is also displayed. Let's do it for one more disease. So this is the third type of disease that our project can detect, and this is the cure. Okay, so now we will test our model for some Google images. As you can see, it has correctly predicted the disease and the cure is also displayed. This shows that our model is trained perfectly. Now let's test for some one more disease. As you can see, it has correctly predicted the disease and the project is working fine. So yeah, that's it and thank you.